You see, they keep staying in the middle of the car.
Where's Sharon?
She's not feeling too good.
Well, she could have at least come down and done this herself.
Well, you'll have to make do with me, won't you? Come on, let's get it over and done with.
So what? You're the errand boy now, are you?
What do you think you're doing? These ain't toys.
What, lady? Got something to say?
It's not funny. They kill people, they destroy lives. You're children, you shouldn't be playing with them.
Ooh, flowers for someone special. Bang, bang! You're dead! Come on, let's go! Come on! No! Yeah! Great one! Oh, sauce, get out! Do it!
Right, here you go, 2K. 1% in the club. Take it. Billy, I ain't gonna stand here all night.
She can't mean this. It was just heat at the moment. Once she's had a bit of time to think, you know.
Listen, she ain't being harsh for the sake of being harsh. You stole off her, you cocked up.
I was in trouble.
Well, £2 should get you out of trouble.
Well, it ain't about the money. This is to do with Phil, isn't it?
This has got nothing to do
One
with...
Mitchell acts you off, so you tie us all with the same brush. I ain't got no row with you.
I know.
And I ain't got one with Sharon. I'd do everything for her, anything. I've been loyal. We had our engagement party here, a joint one, me and Mo and her and Tom, in this club. And he died, saving my wife's life. So that means that we've got a bond. Me and Sharon. And she can't break that, she can't.
Oh, I suppose I have to wipe the floor, yeah?
Good luck.
Again? Sam, what are you doing?
My job, what I get paid for, what does it look like?
You know, it's bad enough that you work for Bill. At least he never made a fool of you.
Phil, we've had words about this already, OK? You don't have the right to tell me who I can and who I can't see.
After what he said about you, making you look like a schlapper. Yeah, I can't believe you're standing here taking orders from him. I mean, where's your pride?
I work for Sharon.
What's the same difference, isn't it? Now, do you know what this looks like? It looks like the Watts family say jump, and you and Mitchell ask how high. Is that your job, is it? Is that what you get paid for? You know, I always expect more from you, Sam, but I don't know why, because I never get it, do I? It's just you running true to form, innit?
Thanks.
Don't you think you might be overreacting a bit?
No,
You're not exactly a major shareholder here, are you?
that's not the point.
What's 1% of this club, eh? A bar stool and an ashtray.
That's all I got. Couldn't you talk to Sharon? Put my side of things to her. She'd listen to you.
Billy, this is getting embarrassing.
My 1%. I know it ain't much, but it's mine. It means I've got something proper. Something real, and that means that I'm someone proper. And if I haven't got that, my 1%, well, then I ain't got a proper place to be. You can understand that, can't you?
Why would I be able to understand that?
I think what Billy's trying to say is that when it comes down to it, Dennis, there really ain't much to you.
No, that's not.
I don't remember inviting you in here. Do you want to go?
What, you giving me an order?
Oh, whatever your problem is.
No, I'm not the one with the problem. You are. Because there is something seriously wrong with you.
Sam, please, we were talking
What are
here.
you going to do if I don't jump at your big stick? I don't have to listen to you.
Take the money.
I don't want it.
I have to stand here and watch you take the money. Now, I don't want to. I want to get gone.
Running away? Running home to hide behind Sharon?
What if I don't take it? What if I just leave it here? Then I've still got my 1%, haven't I?
Billy, take
Oh,
the...
you leave him alone. Getting a bit of a temper, are you?
Sam, we was doing all
Well,
right.
come on then. Come on. I dare you. Because my brother would love the excuse just to finish you off. They'll be scraping you off their shoe.
It's your brother that hits women, Sam. Not me. Now, you Mitchells. I couldn't give a toss about the whole poxy lot of you.
Well, at least we're a proper family. You know, the Mitchells, that means something round here. But you don't mean anything. You strut around, giving it all the big I am like you own the place. But you're nothing. Everyone knows it. All right, so Den Watts had a knee trembler with your mum. The result is you. We're all supposed to stand back in amazement. You didn't even know him. You don't even have his name. You're nothing special, Dennis. In fact, you're just some dead, old face's grubby little unwanted.
Billy, take the money, don't take the money. I couldn't give a monkey's. Either way, you're out of here.
I told him, didn't I?
Anyone fancy Chinese tonight? Yeah. I really fancy some spare ribs. You can't beat ribs and sauce, can you, eh?
I remember Shell telling me once about a row she'd had with Vicky. She'd wanted to have her tummy button pierced. Of course, Michelle said no. So what does Vicky do? She pitches a load of money, runs off to some hotel and blows a lot on room service.
She could be anywhere, Pauline. Supposed to be looking after her.
She's not a bad girl, really. Well, that's the Fowler in her. She's flighty. She's got filthy tempers. And as for thieving, well, she gets that from you know who. What? Well, it's the same as your Dennis, isn't it? I mean, look at him tomcatting around the place. And that's for short fuse. Oh, I mean, he looks as though he'd rip your head off if you so much as said hello to him. Look, him and Vicky, they both get that from you know who.
You know who?
Oh, come on, Sharon. You know yourself he wasn't a 9-to-5 man. I mean, he had his dark side.
And how about the other things? How about the fact that he was warm and loving and generous? How about the fact that he'd do anything for a mate? How about the fact that he'd do anything for me? How about the fact that he was my dad and I loved him?
Sharon,
Pauline, why is it always got to be like this? Why is it always got to be about the best of your family and the worst of mine? And all right, mine ain't perfect. But neither are yours, not by a long chalk.
You leave my family.
Where do your kids get their faults from, Pauline? Why don't you ask yourself that? Why are you sitting in the dark?
I like it.
Thought you was at the club.
I was. Ambience weren't up to much. Came home. Can't open them.
Was talking to Pauline.
My sympathies.
Her and Michelle both think Vicky will be home soon.
Be a relief.
Yeah.
To have someone else in the flat, I mean.
I just want to know she's safe, don't you?
Of course. Why were you... when you came in?
Oh, I was a bit short with Pauline. Better head off.
She'll grow a new one.
That's too many and you shouldn't be drinking.
Sit down, will you? You're making the place look untidy.
Did you give Billy the money?
I tried. He wouldn't take it. Last I saw it was on the floor.
Oh, right, well, I better get down there, sort it out.
How long's this going to go on for?
Don't know what you mean.
I walk into a room, you walk out. I stand up, you sit down. I sit down, you stand up. How long's it going to go on for?
I'm busy, that's all. Dennis, quite a lot has happened recently.
Quite a lot's happening all the time, isn't it, Sharon? Where have you been?
Out.
You disappear off, leave me a list of instructions, don't say where you're going.
I went for a walk.
Where?
The canal. I wanted to do something for Dad. At least I had something planned. It didn't quite.
What?
Well, you have this perfect image in your head, don't you? How it's going to be. But other things get in the way.
Don't they just? I could have come with you. Nice walk along the canal, feed the ducks, admire the urban regeneration, have an ice
I
cream.
wanted to be on my own. I've got things on my mind.
Me and all. So what are they then? These things on your mind? Let's hear about them.
I'm not talking to you when you're like this.
Like what? Like how am I being?
Wired! Bouncing off the flaming walls.
I ain't bouncing off the walls. And I'm not going to be till this little lot kicks in. I'm sat tight in my chair, which is more than I can say for you. Compared to you, I'm relaxed.
You're going on and I don't need it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things I don't need, but I keep having to deal with it.
You had another fight with Phil? I told you to keep out of his way.
No escaping Philip. Him and his knuckle-dragging mates outside the snooker hall, acting like they've just worked out how to make fire. Give him a couple of 1,000 years, he'll invent the wheel. How you could have had anything to do with that bloke?
There's a few things I could say about the
How you
choices
could have
you've
let
made.
him touch
You're not the
you.
only one with a past.
Did he manage it on his own, or did
No,
he
he
have to
did just fine,
Well,
Dennis.
I am impressed.
Why are you attacking me?
You're here, aren't you?
Was something said
Something's always being said, isn't it?
about me?
No, about me.
By Phil?
No, Phil just had a few wisecracks. He keeps this up, he'll have a second career as a redcoat. It was Sam.
Oh, don't tell me she's getting in on the act as well. What was it?
Nothing.
Well, it must have been something. Tell me.
The usual. Just stuff. You'd think I'd be used to it by now. It doesn't matter. Did you love him?
Why'd you keep going on about Phil?
Did you?
It was all a long time ago, but yes. Yes, I did.
That's really hard for you to get your head round, isn't it? That men and women can love each other. That it's not just about taking what you can get. All right, Dennis, make it easy on yourself. I was using him for sex.
Use me instead.
You can't say that.
I just did.
What's the matter with you?
You're the matter with me.
Dennis. Dennis, you have to stop talking like this.
Why? I can't stop thinking it. How about you? Well, you're not denying it.
I'm your sister.
No, you're not. And I'm still not hearing any denials.
You're my brother. But that's what you are.
Yeah. You keep telling yourself that.
But it's the way it is. You know that you can't go changing the rules.
What bleeding rules? You hijacked me with this brother rubbish. I never wanted to be your brother. Between me and Vicky, yeah, we got blood in common, but that's not how it is between me and you know it. So please, stop using this brother stuff as an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
It is.
I will not talk about this.
Okay then. Talking about it isn't the option I go for, but come on, let's talk about it. What are we going to do otherwise, eh? Just wait for it to go away, pretend like it's not happening?
What are you trying to do to me?
I'd have thought that was obvious.
Oh, this would be such a coup for you, wouldn't it, eh? You've worked your way through all the women around the square, and now it's my turn.
All right. So I've had a lot of women. You've had a lot of men. We're equal.
I doubt that.
You want this as much as me.
You are so arrogant.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm right. Do that for you, shall I? What are you so scared of?
I ain't scared of anything.
Are you worried about what people will say, what they'll think? Who cares? What does it matter? Forget about them, they're nothing. I'm brave enough for both of us.
I'm not scared of people.
Well, what then?
I'm scared of you.
Me? But I'd never harm a hair on your head. I want to take care of you. I want to make you happy. I'd never hurt you, never. I'd kill anyone who hurt you. I will kill anyone who has hurt you.
That's what I'm scared of.
What?
You come from a world that's tainted my life.
Well, everyone's got to come from somewhere, darling.
Sometimes you say killing like it's nothing. Sometimes you say it like you mean it.
It's just a figure of speech, isn't it? I mean, if you don't shut up, I'm going to kill you. It's a cheap phrase, that's all. People use it all the time. It's not me you're scared of. It's you. That's why you live like you live.
What's wrong with the way I live?
Oh, shut down.
I'm not shut down. How dare you?
You're 33 years old. You dress like a widow. You act like one too.
The love of my life is dead.
Who are we talking about here?
Tom!
He wasn't the love of your life. Nowhere near. If he hadn't have died, he'd have only ended up boring you to death.
You didn't know him.
No, but I know you. I won't bore you. I'll be better for you than all of them. How long are you going to keep hiding behind dead men? It's just another excuse. Shall I tell you something you don't know? First night I was here, I came in the club, got a drink, sat in the corner watching you. I sat there ages and I thought to myself, who is this woman? does she want from me? What does she really want?
I want a family.
Well, I can't do that. I can't be that with you. I can be that with Vicky, but I can't be that with you.
Why not?
Because that's not how it works for me, and it's not how it works for you.
How do you know? You haven't got the first idea of what goes on with me.
I lie here night after night, and I listen to you. In there. I can hear you moving about. And I know that you're no more asleep than I am. And I think, what would happen? What would happen if I just got up now, walked in her room, shut the door behind me, didn't say a word, just got into bed with her? What would she do? Well, what would happen? Would you let me round the face, chuck me out? Or are you lying there, waiting for me to come in, hoping it's me and not you that's going to make the first move? Well, here I am, making my move. What happens next is up to you. All right. Well, someone had to say it, Sharon. And now it's out there, and I can't unsay it, and I can't unthink it. I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. I can't be shut out of here while you're in there. You might be able to do it, but I can't. We'll sort something so it pans out all right with Vicky. I'll see you in the morning. I'll meet you then. It'll be easier like that. Don't. Unless you mean it.
Night.
Night, Billy.
You all right?
Yeah. End of an era, isn't it? You know, I always thought if I had this, it'd just hold my head up that little bit higher, you know? And what have I got now?
Oh, Billy. You've got this so wrong, do you know that? You've got little Mo. You've got a wife. Ain't being part of something like this that gives you a place in the world. It's being able to go home to somebody who just loves you for being yourself. I don't go home to anybody who loves me like that, do I? I think you're a lucky man.
Yeah, I know. Of course I know that. I just wanted to be proper, Sam. But that ain't easy in our family, is it?
Yeah, well, I know that, don't I? Come on.
You're beautiful.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Don't argue. It works between us, doesn't it? I mean, it's right. We fit. I knew we would. That would be a great time for Vicky to walk in, wouldn't it? Imagine the screams. She did a runner over the other things. She'll wind up in Mongolia over this. She'll be alright. She'll get used to it. She's gonna have to. This is how it's gonna be from now on. Just me and you.
But she'll be so shocked.
They'll all be shocked. They need it. Shake them up. Give them something to think about. All these people around here, they think they know you.
What they do, Dennis, they don't know my life.
No, they don't. They don't know nothing about you. Not the first thing. I've been waiting for this to happen.
What?
Well, you, isn't it? I mean, it's got to be plain as day. I love you, don't I? And they can say what they like, think what they like. I don't care. I don't care about any of them. None of them matter. You all right?
Yeah.
What is it?
I've just realised the time.
And? I mean, it's not like we got to be anywhere.
No, but I do, Dennis. There's something I've got to do.
Like what?
Well, I just need to run down to the club and make sure everything's sorted out. Billy, and the tills and the stock and... Look, I won't be long, Dennis, but I have to go. I'm supposed to go hours back. You stay here.
Well, listen. I'll come with you.
No, it's all right.
Oh, I'm dressed now, aren't I?
Okay.
Hang on. Let's go. You did it?
What?
Pulled your hand away.
I was looking for something in my handbag.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
But looking in your bag, that's a classic. You're really going to do this, aren't you?
What? What am I doing?
Well, pretending like it hasn't happened.
Dennis, all I'm trying to do is get to the club, okay?
Well, what's the hurry? We're practically sprinting. What is it? You embarrassed? You ashamed? It's a big yes, then.
I'm not.
So why did you pull your hand away?
I told you I was
Yeah,
looking...
you were looking for something in your bag. I heard you the first time. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. Why are you?
Maybe it meant more to you than it did to me.
Liar.
Dennis, I think you're getting ahead of yourself. You're making plans that aren't there to be made.
So what was all that about then?
What?
Back home in the house. What was all that about if it didn't mean the same to you as it did to me?
Maybe I was pretending. Have you thought of that?
I didn't just slip into a coma, Sharon. I was there. I was awake. You weren't pretending.
And you know the difference, do you?
Yeah. I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're up to. And I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not going to let you do this. I'm not going to let you shut me out.
Vicky? Where have you been? I've been so worried about you.
I know, I'm sorry. I've got something for you.
What?
Hello, Princess.